Hello, good morning, students. Today we are going to start the remaining taxonomical tools, taxonomical aids related with study of biodiversity. In my last lecture, we have studied the two taxonomical aids. That is, the first one was the herbarium, and the second one was the botanical gardens. Then the next one is the museum. Is the museum. Here the meaning of museum means the museums are the places where collection of preserved plant and animal species are kept. When we collect the different plant species, different animal specimens, that collected plant and animal specimens, they are kept in the museums. In these museums, these plant and animal specimens are preserved in formalin, that is 10 to 20% formaldehyde, in transparent jars, particularly that is a glass jars. This collected plant material, animal material, it is to be preserved in formalin. This formalin, in this formalin, here this material remains good for a longer time. These animals, the larger animals, like that of birds, like that of some mammals, we cannot keep in these jars because the size is larger. So such animals, birds, they are stuffed and further they are to be preserved. Its internal material is to be separated and afterwards they are to be stuffed and further they are to be preserved. This science is known as an taxidermy. This preservation of plant specimens, animal specimens in a jar, in a formalin for a longer time, this science is known as an taxidermy. It is known as an taxidermy. Here, systematic collection of cells, skeleton of animals, insect boxes in the museum also takes place. The different cells, eggs of the animals, they are to be collected and they are kept in this museum. The skeleton of the animals, say the cranium of the humans, horn of the some animals, the fur of the some animals, the beaks of the birds or insect boxes, they are kept in museum for the study purpose. Here, these museums, thus, museums are playing an important role. Thus, the museums are playing an important role in educational institutes. These museums in educational institute are reference hubs for biodiversity students. Means the students who are studying this biodiversity, they can get this material and further they can study. For this purpose, the museums, they are to be constructed. In our state, in our nation, the different museums are to be kept. In some of the museums are wax museums. काही ठिकाणी मेणाचे पुतळे काही प्रसिद्ध अशा व्यक्तींचे ठेवलेले आहेत, त्याचे पुतळे आहेत. त्याचं त्या ठिकाणी म्युझियम संग्रहालय तयार करण्यात आलेलं आहे. काही ठिकाणी ग्रामीण जीवन जे आहे, हे ग्रामीण जीवन कसं चालतं याच्यावरती आधारित त्या ठिकाणी म्युझियम हे कोल्हापूर सारख्या जिल्ह्यामध्ये सुद्धा त्या ठिकाणी आहे. असे वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे म्युझियम्स we can observe. This one of the museum, it's a photograph you can observe. That is with respect to museums. Then the next one is the zoological parks, or we call it as an zoo gardens. Zoological parks we also called as an zoo gardens. Here in these zoo gardens, wild animals are kept in captivity. These wild animals, they are captured and they are kept in captivity in which they are protected legally, and the care is taken that we provide similar type of conditions as the animals have in natural habitats. म्हणजे या झूलॉजिकल गार्डन मध्ये, झूलॉजिकल पार्क्स मध्ये जे वाईल्ड ॲनिमल पकडलेले आहेत त्यांना त्या ठिकाणी प्रोटेक्शन दिलं जातं आणि त्यांच्या नॅचरल हॅबिटॅट्स जे आहेत त्या नॅचरल हॅबिटॅट सारखं एन्व्हायरमेंट त्याला पुरवलं जातं. त्याला आपण एक्स सिटू असं म्हणतो. नॅचरल हॅबिटॅट, इट इज नोन ॲज अन एक्स सिटू. Here that is due to which these animals, they survive for a longer time. Here this to study zoological parks, the naturalists can study the food habitats of the animals. They can study the behavior of the animals without going into nature. म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी त्यांच्या नैसर्गिक वस्तीस्थानामध्ये न जाता आपल्याला अशा झूलॉजिकल पार्क मध्ये त्या प्राण्यांच्या फूड हॅबिटॅट्स अभ्यासता येतात. त्या प्राण्यांच्या त्या ठिकाणी बिहेवियर वी कॅन स्टडी. वन फर्दर वन, दिस फ्लोरा, मॅन्युअल्स, monographs and catalogs are some of the other tools of maintaining biodiversity record. There are different tools which are playing an important role to maintain biodiversity record. These tools, it may be flora, it may be manuals, it may be monographs, or it may be catalogs. Say the flora. The flora means the plant life occurring in a particular area on time. Flora means the plant life occurring in a particular area on a time. While the second tool is the monograph. Monograph means any one selected biological group. Any one selected biological group. Manual, it provides information. Manuals provides information key about identification of species found in particular area. Manuals provides information keys about identification of species found in a particular area. Like this one, these are the different tools which are used for maintaining biodiversity record. One of the zoological park situated in Pune. Its name is the Rajiv Gandhi Zoological Park and Wildlife Research Center. Is the research center Katras in Pune. Here you can observe this video of this Rajiv Gandhi Zoological Park. The different animals, including the snakes, they are captured and kept in captivity, giving its natural environment. These are the different types of snakes. Crocodile, yes, you observe this in short, the video of Rajiv Gandhi Zoological Park in Pune. Then the conservation, one of the question is asked in our textbook, what is meant by in situ conservation and ex situ conservation. Here the in situ conservation means conservation of species in their natural habitats. Conservation of species in their natural habitats. It is known as an in situ conservation. While here the natural parks, abhayaranya je astil, these are the examples of in situ conservation. While ex situ conservation in which the conservation of species outside their natural habitats, in their captivity. In this captivity, it is known as an ex situ conservation. It may be botanical gardens, it may be zoo gardens. These are the examples of ex situ conservation. Means this conservation of wildlife is playing an important role for maintaining the environmental balance. And to conserve this wildlife, it may be of plants, it may be of animals. Nowadays, some of the animals, they are extincted. Some of the plant species, they are extincted. Some of the plant species as well as the animal species, they are on the way of extinction. They are on the way of extinction. So our government have legally protected these plants as well as animals. Hunting of animals is a crime. Is a crime. This cutting of trees, it is also one type of crime. So like this one, these plants as well as animals, they are conserved either in its natural habitat or either in outside its natural habitats one. So that is known as an in situ conservation, and the second one is the ex situ conservation. Then the next taxonomical tool, it is the biodiversity park. Biodiversity park. The meaning of biodiversity park, it is an ecological assemblage of species that form self-sustaining communities on barren landscapes or degraded landscapes. पडीक जमिनी ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, त्या पडीक जमिनीवरती त्या ठिकाणी वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे प्लांट्स असतील, त्या प्लांट्सची लागवड करणे, त्याला त्या ठिकाणी म्हटलं जातं बायोडायव्हर्सिटी पार्क्स. To collect these plants from different environments and cultivate on these barren lands or barren landscape, it is known as an biodiversity parks. The best example in our state, in Satara district, is the Uttamrao Patil Biodiversity Park, Guregar in Mahabaleshwar. एक बेस्ट त्या ठिकाणी बायोडायव्हर्सिटी पार्कचं एक उत्तम असं उदाहरण हे आपल्या राज्यामध्ये सातारा जिल्ह्यामध्ये महाबळेश्वरच्या शेजारी त्या ठिकाणी गुरेघर म्हणून गाव आहे. त्या ठिकाणी कैलासवासी उत्तमराव पाटील बायोडायव्हर्सिटी पार्क त्या ठिकाणी कन्स्ट्रक्ट केलेला आहे. Here this park is the best model for conservation of natural heritage in urban landscape. म्हणजे हे एक सगळ्यात बेस्ट असं मॉडेल आहे की जिथं त्या ठिकाणी कॉन्झर्वेशन ऑफ नॅचरल हेरिटेज in urban landscape. Here you can observe this. Here that is the Triveni point. It is situated near Triveni point in Gureghar Nisarga Abhayaranya. Here you can observe this video again. हा व्हिडिओ त्या ठिकाणी तुम्ही पहा. त्या ठिकाणी कशी अरेंजमेंट केलेली आहे, जैवविविधता ज्याला आपण बायोडायव्हर्सिटी असं म्हणतो. Here, that is the Biodiversity Park. That is late Uttam Rao Patil Biodiversity Park, Guregar, near in Mahabaleshwar, near in this Satara district. Systematics, classification of living organisms is helpful in understanding the interrelations. In order to understand interrelations between organisms and maintain harmony on planet Earth, study of biodiversity is a must. Further one, for our kind information, one of the scientists, a well-known scientist in our Maharashtra, that is Dr. S.P. Agarkar, one of the leading botanists of India, Dr. S.P. Agarkar, was born in November 1884 in Malwan in Maharashtra. His work was on freshwater jellyfish. So, he studied the Western Ghats also. Now, we can study about the difference between botanical gardens, zoological park, biodiversity park. Here, this question is also asked in our textbook. The botanical gardens, these are the specialized gardens for collecting living plants. Means in these botanical gardens, the living plants, they are to be collected and further they are grown at specific places. It is known as an botanical garden. The best example of botanical garden is the botanical garden Saranpur. Second one is the National Botanical Garden at Lucknow. We have studied in our textbook, that is the National Botanical Garden in Calcutta, where we have observed the plant banyan tree, which is of 255 years old. Then the second one is the zoological park. The live animals, they are kept and allowed to breed in the zoological park. Means the animals, the wild animals, they are to be captured, they are to be collected. And these animals, they are kept in zoological parks and they are allowed to breed. They are allowed to breed means when the breeding takes place, the reproduction takes place, its number it can increase as well. The best example of zoological park we have studied, we have observed this slide of Rajiv Gandhi Zoological Park in Pune. Next one is the Jizamata Udyan in Mumbai, as well as Nehru Zoological Park, Hyderabad. These are the largest zoological parks in our nation. Biodiversity Park. In this biodiversity park, assemblage of species in the form of biotic communities that belong to a particular ecological range are bred under natural conditions. Here it takes place in biodiversity parks one. In this biodiversity park, we have studied as well as we have observed the video of late Uttam Rao Patil Biodiversity Park, Guregar, Mahabaleshwar, Satara. The another example is the Yamuna Biodiversity Park, Delhi. So that is the difference between botanical gardens, zoological park and biodiversity park. Means in botanical gardens, the plant species, they are collected and they are to be grown. In zoological parks, the wild animals are collected and further they are bred at specific places While in biodiversity park, the assemblage of species takes place with respect to its biotic communities, and further its breeding takes place. That is the difference between botanical gardens, zoological park, and biodiversity park. Then the last bit from this chapter, it is the key. That is the key. It is taxonomical aid used for classification of plants and animals. The taxonomical aid, which is used for classification of plants and animals, it is known as an key. की म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी प्राणी आणि वनस्पती याचं वर्गीकरण करण्यासाठी जे टॅक्सॉनॉमिकल एड म्हणून वापरलं जातं त्याला त्या ठिकाणी इट इज नोन ॲज अन की. Keys are based on contrasting characters. Keys are based on means this classification of plants as well as animal is based on contrasting characters. Those animals shows similar character, they are grouped in single group, and those cannot shows they are in another group. That is one of the method of this classification. Means the keys, they are based on contrasting character. One of the contrasting character gets accepted and other is to be rejected. जे कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग कॅरेक्टर जे दाखवले जातात ते ऍक्सेप्ट केले जातात आणि काही जे असतात ते त्या ठिकाणी दे आर टू बी रिजेक्टेड. हिअर द स्टेटमेंट इन द की इज कॉल्ड ॲज अन लीड. MCQ मध्ये हा क्वेश्चन विचारला जातो, लक्षात घ्या. नीट सारख्या एक्झामला त्या ठिकाणी द स्टेटमेंट इन की इज कॉल्ड ए लीड. Normally, keys are analytical in nature. Normally, the keys are analytical in nature. Here, this classification, we have to study next chapter. This next chapter, it is concerned with classification of these plants. How the plants they are to be classified on the basis of similarities, dissimilarities, contrasting characters, how they are to be classified, we have to study in next chapter. That is the name of the chapter. It is the systematics of living organisms. Here we can stop